All right, we just experimented with a brand new start to the Pantry Party show. What do you think? It's in lights. There's music, a soundtrack. I mean, pretty exciting. Okay, hang on, hold. I really appreciate that. But you get the disco ball as usual. Welcome to another episode of the Pantry Party Show with your host at DJ Blattner. Here's the scoop. We're shopping less, we're cooking more, we don't want to waste stuff. We're getting bored with everything in our pantry. Oh, are we ever? And so here we are. We are at the Pantry Party Show trying to get inspiration and creative with what we've got going in our pantry. And along the way, we meet some pretty cool guests. Today is Katie Keogh, and we actually run in similar circles, but we don't know each other. So this is going to be a really fun pantry party. Let's get her in. Pantry party, pantry party. I got a party in my pantry. Oh gosh.
Hey,
Yo,
hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I
Yeah,
like
okay,
that.
good. Okay, good.
I flash back always to those commercials. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? First of all, girl, hello and welcome to the Pantry Party Show.
Well, I loved your intro, by the way. It was very fun.
That I downloaded free music, and then I had it all in lights, and I tried to like dance around with it.
I love that you're making this into a series. It's so cool. I'm like, wow, way to make it work. I love it.
Way to use your scrappiness to try and produce a mini TV series on Instagram.
Like me adding my dog to make it cuter when we joined.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't she so cute?
Puppy?
Her name is Izzy. We were going to name her Corona, but we didn't think that was appropriate. I'm kidding. Her name is Izzy, but we got her. I wouldn't have been able to have her. That's what I'm thankful for. That during this whole quarantine is we got a little puppy. So
Izzy, and Rex says hi, by the way. Nicole Pearl Beauty Girl says
oh, hey,
hi.
Nicole, how are you?
She says hi, but she really says Rex says hi to Izzy. So
Aw, yeah,
Kurt's on the line. Welcome to the party. He's giving you welcome. Lots of thumbs up, lots of love you're getting.
Oh, good. I'm good.
I love it. Get Roped has given us a hello. Very good, guys. Hey, so Katie Keogh.
Yay! You got that right.
I know. Well, we worked on the pronunciation beforehand.
We did,
because that's the kind of professional host I am. But speaking of professional hosts, you are an Emmy award-winning host.
Aw, well, yeah, that seems like a lifetime ago, but yeah.
What was? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I had a show on NBC here in Chicago for like 9 years, and talk about being scrappy. We did everything from the sales to I hosted it, I executive produced it. I mean, we had a great team, but yeah, it was great. We got a couple Emmys out of it, and I did that for like 9 years. And then it got to a point, that we all get through in life. It's like one door closes and you try to find it to, open another door.
It's the truth. And, there is something about that, like 7, 8, 9, 10 years. I mean, that it becomes part of your identity. So those doors, when you shut them or they get shut, it's a little bit extra interesting is a good word, because
it is
because it really is so much a part of you.
It is a part of me, and I think a lot of people are going through that right now. There's a lot of doors closing. I know for us especially, like our door closed for 24/7, and it was such a great opportunity. I met so many amazing people, but then I got a job with Travel Channel. Sorry, that's my other dog. I got a job with Travel Channel. Then we started working with Travel and Leisure magazine, and now we're with National Geographic. So I always feel like, one door closes, and a lot of people lost their jobs right now. We're all in this situation, but it's like, how are we going to try to make lemonade out of it, I guess.
I think that's very well said. And I think it's just interesting that you just threw in there, because I've learned about you in having you as a guest. She just threw in there that she works with Travel and Leisure, and she just threw in there that she works with National Geographic.
Yeah.
And
my family is not as impressed.
Why don't we load on? And you have a radio show.
I do, yeah, on WLS 890 on Sundays. Yeah. We were so busy. Honestly, Dawn, I was like overwhelmed. I mean, not that I would want the great pause or whatever they're calling it right now to happen, but I was overwhelmed with my work schedule. I mean, to the point where you're like, you're always hustling. I'm sure you are too. It's like if someone offers you an opportunity, you're like, yeah, I'm going to say yes and figure out the details later.
Yes.
So, but yeah, it's a great opportunity and one I hope to continue, after this whole thing. So
I love it. Step It Up with Steph is saying hello as well.
Oh, hey, Steph. Oh, I love her. And she's talk about a hustler. I mean, in a good way.
No, it's the truth.
She is such a hardworking woman, and she's making it happen on the Today Show and all these things. So I love supporting, especially you too, Donna. I'm so glad to actually meet you, although I do feel like I kind of know you.
Agree.
Yeah.
I get you. Yes.
But I'm excited to meet you because you're the same way. It's like you make it happen. No one comes to your door, I'm imagining, and saying, hey, here's a great opportunity. It's like you envision it, right? And you try to make it happen as best you can, I guess.
It's the truth. Now, with everything, I mean, so much of what you do focuses on travel right now, right?
Yeah. I didn't used to, but now it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So how is that right now with you? Is that like, are you doing a lot of new things? Are you reinventing your old things?
Honestly, the last few weeks, I've actually secretly enjoyed being home because I am never home. I truly have a suitcase in my bedroom at all times because we were traveling so crazy. So I was enjoying the first few weeks, but now I'm like, okay, what are our next steps? So Nat Geo has kind of put us on hold. We're kind of doing this whole package with them where we're going to be doing trips coming up with the Trip Sisters, but that's been put on hold. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, they've told us to kind of hang tight with them. Travel Leisure. Sorry, you guys, that's my dog. I'm sorry. Keelan.
If it's not Izzy who's barking, who is the other guy?
I have another dog. His name is Timmy. Timmy and Izzy.
Timmy.
Timmy.
Can we just point out Timmy is a hilarious dog name?
Well,
Timmy. That's Timmy. Like four-legged baby.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what he is. But yeah, it's kind of chaotic here right now. But yeah. So what were we talking about? I already forgot.
The thing is that I was reading your backstory, and you've been in so much, but right now, it looked like you were doing a lot of travel talking. So I was just wondering how. Now that travel is really at a pause, if you will, like sort of, what are you up to? What I saw as a really interesting thing the other day, I think I'm, years behind and everybody knew this, but Airbnb is doing some like online events or something. So like you can go and make like a tapas board with somebody in Portugal or whatever.
Oh, that's
like,
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's so interesting because it's like, it's travel, it's virtual travel.
Yeah.
By like meeting somebody in their region on like a Zoom call or whatever.
Yeah.
And
that'd be fun.
Very creative stuff I feel like is happening. But I think there's also a pressure to be freaking creative right now. It's like, what are you being so creative with? And it's like, oh, please.
Well, that's why I thought it was funny because when you're like, oh, let's do what's in your pantry and what you like to cook. I'm not a big cook. I'm learning. I have to be because, we can't go out for dinner. I love to go out for dinner. That's my fun hobby. But so this will be interesting today too, because I'm interested to ask you some questions because I'm trying to make dinners nowadays. But in terms of my career and what's going on with that, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of people doing in terms of travel. We hope to be back in the summer, at least domestically. I don't think we'll be anywhere, all of us internationally until at least fall, maybe 21. It's tough to see. We may be going to Poland in the late summer, but I don't know. We'll see. But I think what's going to be the rage is.
I'm 50%.
Oh,
Polish.
yay! We're going to where are we going? Krakow. Yeah.
Nice. Say hello to my.
I will if I make it there. But I think everyone's doing right now. I think the big trend that's going to happen at the end of summer will be little road trips, and I think people aren't going to be going to maybe New York City. I mean, that's such a staple, but it's scary. So I think they're going to be checking out the smaller towns. I think smaller towns are going to do very well, and road trips.
Okay, can I just say we heard it? This is a disco ball situation. We heard this here first, folks. That's like a total trend watch, like amazing. That's genius. It's exactly right. It's an appreciation of the small towns, but we need somebody who can help guide us to like what small towns are really worth.
Right. Well, there's a town I love right outside of Nashville. It's called Franklin, Tennessee. And there's another one called Leapersburg. Justin Timberlake has a place there. Nicole Kidman.
Justin Timberlake.
I know, right? Well, apparently he goes to this one little cafe a lot, and sometimes he does like music, but from what I've heard. So those types of towns I think are going to do well. I think Airbnbs are going to do great, but if you're willing to take a risk, and I've been telling this to people, consider buying a ticket on American Airlines that you can use later. So for instance, we were going to go to Ireland. It's $500 right now to go to Ireland. So inexpensive, roughly. I mean, it could, somewhere around there.
Right.
You can use that. You have 1 year to use it potentially. So the airlines are desperate to get people. So they're giving these great deals, but maybe you get insurance on it. I don't know. I hope in a year that you'll be able to go to Ireland. You know what I mean? So consider it. I would do that. We're going to do that with the family.
Those are two. Okay, I need to do a mind blow. One for the small town road trips, and then two for the pre-buying.
Yeah,
for a lesser price these international things to keep
and they all
airlines alive
have
right now, but
they all
fun
have
to look forward to.
yeah, and they all have like most of them, anyways. The majors, the Americans, Uniteds have the disclaimers like if you have to cancel your trip, they're going to allow you to cancel your trip. So that's something that they don't really offer, especially at those prices for like $500-600 to go to Europe. So I would consider it. It's gonna. I mean, this will pass. I hope sooner than later. But
Yeah, agree.
And then we need to be ready.
Yeah. So you mentioned that not necessarily a real cook or chef at home, but love dining out. Is there either a special place in Chicago that you love, a special type of cuisine, or like somewhere in the world that you've traveled that's just like it's just your favorite food?
Well, my favorite food's Italian food. I mean, there's so many great places. There's a couple places in Chicago I love. Do you know Phil Stefani?
I don't know him, but
okay. Well, yeah, he's like this restaurateur in Chicago. He has a great brand. All his brands are great, but I like Stefani Prime. I love Chicago Cut. They're my buddies. They're like that's just like a staple. And to me, like there's nothing better than that view outside once we're able to sit outside. I love what's the Tufano's is one of my favorites. Have you been to Tufano's?
I'm taking notes on all these places. Haven't been.
Oh yeah, these are all Chicago, so I apologize for that. But I'll look for other ones too, or I think of other ones. But Tufano's is great. It's by Taylor Street, kind of like on that area, and it's just like kind of inexpensive place that everyone goes to. It's great.
Well, one of the reasons why I ask you this is because I feel like it's actually one of the most important questions for people who tend not to be real cooks at home and have dined out a lot. Is because it's trying to like mimic, okay, we're never going to get your perfect classic dish that you order out to be exactly tasting like that. But it is a jumping off point of like when you think about like, what could I be making at home? It's like, well, what did I like to order at restaurants? And that's always a great first step because, people will look at, frozen chicken and frozen vegetables and they'll look at their pantry of tuna and they're like, what am I going to do here? And so it's like, take a step back and don't just, be like swamped with what you've got on hand, but like think, what do I love to eat? What are things that I used to order? Like all that kind of stuff. So that might give us a starting off point.
I love your passion, Dawn. I went like, I was going underground for like a year. My first couple shopping trips, it was like a bunker. I was like macaroni and cheese. Like I have one daughter, she's 14. And, you're buying all that stuff, like pasta and all the things. And now that we're like a month or so in, it's like, okay, I can't eat. I don't like mac and cheese anyways, but I have a lot. If anyone needs one, call me. I'll get you mac and cheese. So I'm just trying to find things that are healthier choices. I don't know about you, but I can't go 2 weeks without going to the grocery store. I just can't seem to do that. So 1 week is what we've been doing.
Yeah, us too. We're at about, I think at one point we made it 9 days and we were like, oh my gosh, we used to go to the grocery store. When I say we, I mean my husband used to go to the grocery store twice a day. We live right by a grocery store. So we wouldn't go, like people are like, oh, I go every few days. I'm like, we would go multiple times a day.
Yeah.
So this is
That's very European.
Yeah, very European. So I think, that's a very fair planning of saying like 7 days, if you could get all the way up to even 10, wow. But I like that. And I think you're right. People are settling in. I'm settling in to like, it doesn't have to be all like canned goods and like we're prisoners. It's like, it's like, okay, you know what? This is a quarantine. This is limiting grocery store shopping trips, but we can still buy fresh food. We don't have to rely on just eating out of a can of canned beans or whatever. So a little bit more, you're right. I have a little bit more passion and enthusiasm for eating well and both well here and like well health. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I drink more nowadays. That's about what I do.
Can we table that discussion? Because I don't need to be telling you. Here's what's up with me. So I get this, it's called Fit Vine, okay? And it's a low sugar wine. Oh, and okay. I have, I just pour a little bit in the glass and I have these like very European glasses. Then all of a sudden I'm like, did I just drink one of those? I don't know. So anyway, so I've got a bit vine addiction currently.
Well, at least you're trying that. I'm just drinking whatever I have. It's funny. I've been pairing my meals. I got a couple of great Cabernets. So then I'm like, ooh, that's how I'm pairing it. If you ask me honestly, I'm like, ooh, what can I put with this Cabernet? That'd be nice. I have a couple Whispering Angels, my rosés that are ready for when actually summer hits. Of course, it hasn't yet here, or spring. But but I like that with my shrimp or whatever. So I do that. Like I'm making a meal behind me today. It's a crock pot. I mean, that's a staple for me. So.
Well, okay, so we have two ways to play the Pantry Party Show. Okay.
Oh,
the
okay.
Pantry Party Show is played two ways.
Okay.
One way is SOS Help Me Dawn. I have something I have no idea what to do with, or I have something about to spoil. Can we meal storm together and figure this out? Or you can play the Pantry Party Show, where I have this great idea that I think is so easy that I'd like to share with the world. So how do you want to play the Pantry Party Show today?
I seriously need help. I'd love to show you. Like my go-to, I'm a cheater in cooking. So like I'll buy the lasagnas that are like the pre-lasagna. My daughter's a vegetarian, so I always have to make like something that's not like vegetarian for her. So that's kind of difficult sometimes. But anyways, we get the lasagnas. I put fresh Parmesan and then I put fresh basil and it looks like I made it. So I'm a cheater.
Hey girl, this is, you remember Sandra Lee with the semi-homemade stuff? Do you remember that show?
Oh yeah. That's me.
When I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, she's my people. Like I call them healthy shortcuts, right? So it's like, I love it.
Well, I would love your advice.
Let's see your pantry.
Okay, well, I'm gonna flip it. Hold on, get over here. So just so you know, I'm making this right now. I know it's not that healthy, but it's a pot roast, and then I've got potatoes. My family doesn't eat like carrots, so I'm gonna make steamed broccoli later. But do I put just water or do I put beef broth with it? Because I have onion soup on top of it.
See, here's the thing. I would put beef broth. I like anything that gives more flavor. I feel very good about. Here's what I always say. Okay, I always say that any food can fit on a ratio plate. Like, so how you said, it's like, okay, even if it's mac and cheese and some crazy fatty meat ribs, who cares, whatever. But if it's like a little bit of mac and cheese, a little bit of whatever ribs or whatever, and a lot of vegetables, who cares? Like that's a healthy, that to me is A+. Like if somebody said, what do you think about the health of this? A+. Because vegetables will save our lives. They will save our lives.
Well, my husband's a meat guy though. He can't have a meal basically without some sort of protein, which I'm the same, but we have a vegetarian. So I'm trying to like balance it.
Your household is my book, The Flexitarian Diet. It's being flexible of having meat and having vegetarian stuff.
Where do I get your book?
Well, I do love the what you've got going. The correct, that seems very comfort food. I love that.
It is. Yeah, it is. But I'll tell you. All right. So, well, you want to go to my refrigerator or my pantry?
Either one. Anything. Either if we are playing this, let's chat it up. It's something that's about to go bad, or you don't know what to do with.
I feel like I'm getting on a scale with you. That's just kind of personal.
It is actually. This is way more personal than anything, right?
Actually, I just bought this yesterday. By the way, chicken's so expensive lately. What's up with that? All right.
Is it? I didn't know.
Yeah, normally it's like $7, but this was $10.
Okay. Well,
anyways, but I need to do something with this tomorrow. So that's my tomorrow meal. But I made meatballs yesterday and got fresh parsley to add to my meatballs. That was what I did. And then I kind of
more of a cook than you're letting on.
Well, there's my one meatball that's left that I kind of give to the dogs as snacks. So I hate to say that. I'm horrible.
Hey, for your veggie daughter, have you ever done lentil meatballs?
No. What are they? Lentil meatballs?
Yeah, it's basically exactly how you make the meatballs, but instead of ground beef, you use cooked lentils.
Oh no, but that's gosh. Okay,
they actually are. They're very delicious. Oh, look
at
your pantry.
Oh yeah, that's my little pantry.
I love that you have a window in there.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a bit of it's sort of messy. And here's the worst part. I straightened it for you guys. It was worse. But I've been into lately chilies. Like I've been making chili, and I make a vegetarian chili. So I add the meat later for my husband. So I'll make the whole thing vegetarian, and then I add the but again, this is probably not that healthy for you. Oh, look, I have
it's the key. Here's the thing. It's the key is exactly what you said. It's like when you have a mixed household, it's like making it without the meat and adding meat for people who want it. I love that. But the thing is everything is healthy if it's balanced out with vegetables. That should be my tagline. Everything can be healthy if it's balanced with vegetables.
All right. I did not straighten this out for you. I should have, but I didn't think I'd be opening this. But I'm really into, like I'm making shepherd's pie this week.
What? Hey, Katie, keto.
Yeah.
You are making meatballs. You are making a crock pot meal. You are already have a plan for making shepherd's pie. Dude, you need to school us. You've got
No,
great
you know what
ideas.
it is? I'm just learning as I go along. I'm all into it. I can follow a recipe, but my biggest thing, it's an activity for me.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we making for dinner? It used to be such a chore for me to make dinner. I'm like, oh, you'd work all day, you're exhausted. I mean, I just didn't feel like making it. Now I'm like, it's an activity and I can add wine to it.
You know what? Here's what I will say.
Yeah.
You've really flipped the mental script here, right? So like that's actually part of what Pantry Party Show is trying to do, right? It's trying to say, instead of it being a cumbersome, horrible things like, oh, how am I going to feed myself? You're doing exactly what I would hope everyone does. It's like, okay, I'm doing this. Why not make the best of it? Drink a little bit, have some good music.
It makes me happy.
Creative ideas. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
I mean, yeah, I've been very domestic lately, but you know, why not? Yeah.
So the Pantry Party, every episode has a title. So it's like Jane Manzuris was on, and she had.
I love her.
She was the Popover show. When Steph was on, she had the Lentil Pasta show or whatever. So what are we going to do for you? What's our ingredient that is going to be our jumping off point? Or do you can still play the Pantry Party show as you tell us an assignment instead of me giving you an assignment?
I would love for you to help me with an assignment. I would love to do something a little bit more unique with my chicken. I'm going to do chicken this week. Again, I'm trying to plan for 1 week out. That's why the shepherd's pie is when I can make I can make it in a few days. But I would love for you to help me with chicken because I've got the chicken. I've got some fresh vegetables. I have all the frozen vegetables. What can I do with chicken tomorrow?
This is what I was trying to pitch my husband for us to eat.
Okay.
I think you're going to go for this. I think you're going to freak out. Okay. Have you ever done stuffed chicken with pasta?
No, that sounds complicated.
Okay. It isn't. It isn't. Okay. And this, by the way, I want everybody to pause. This is coming from a woman who's going to make shepherd's pie, which I feel like is the most complicated.
I don't know if it's going to be good though, Dawn. Honestly, Dawn, it's sort of a joke. I'm going to attempt to make. I should have said I'm going to attempt to make it. And actually, I'm not making shepherd's pie. I just found out because you have to use lamb for that. I'm making country pie, which is similar, but it's with beef.
Oh, hey, who's doing? Agnes is saying yes. OMG, that is delicious. I hope it's for the stuffed chicken because here's what it is. Okay?
Hey, Agnes.
What I love about stuffed chicken is that you basically just take the chicken breast you have, pound it out thin.
Okay. How do I pound it?
Okay.
I don't have a pounder.
Rolling pin, big heavy spoon, a pot.
A pot. Got it.
Okay. And then so basically, don't pound it right on your counter. Like have it between, either parchment paper or wax paper, some kind of paper.
Okay.
Pound it thin. And now you've got this little thin thing that you could put, if you have frozen spinach, frozen kale, or frozen broccoli chopped up.
Hold on. Let me see if I have it. Let's see what I've got in here.
See what kind of frozen vegetables you have.
All right, let's see. I've got Brussels sprouts.
Oh,
I have
that could be on the side.
Peas, and I think this is corn. Is this? Oh, that's French fries. Whoops.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, yum.
Katie, what you do with those French fries is put them on top of a salad as croutons.
Ooh, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Ooh, my daughter will love it too.
Croutons? Yeah, it's great.
All right, I don't know. Maybe I put that in the chicken.
What is it? I can't see what's in there.
It says protein blend California style. It's broccoli, lentils, peas. I don't know. It's like a whole.
You got no broccoli or spinach or kale.
I have broccoli.
I want broccoli.
Broccoli stuffed with the chicken.
Yeah, so broccoli, but you want to chop. I don't want it big pieces. Like if I'm cutting chicken, I want it to be like little pieces. So you cook that, microwave that, chop it up into little pieces. What kind of cheese do you have?
Oh, okay. This is fun, Dawn. Okay, what kind of cheese? I just bought Munster. I have Munster.
What else?
I have Kobe Jack. And I have, I don't know what these things are. Cheddar.
Which one do I like? Any Parmesan in there?
I just ran out, but I'm obsessed with Parmesan. But I have some, but I need more. So.
Well, we won't go to the store. We got to use what you have.
All right, I have a little.
Let's do Munster. I like Munster.
Munster
is back. Okay. So here's what you do, right?
I have bacon. No, maybe not.
Hey, okay. I don't mind it. Okay, so now, because here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you an Italian style-ish meal because it's going to go with pasta. And so I need another vegetable. Do you have another vegetable that we're going to eat on the side?
I have
Like,
canned vegetables. Oh, on the side? I
yeah.
have potatoes. I have onions. Let's do
What
what else
about,
I
do
have.
you have any salad stuff, or that's all out front?
Yeah, I have salad. No, I have salad. I think.
Okay.
Look at my, isn't she the sweetest? She follows me
Izzy,
around
I love
everywhere.
you, Izzy. I love
Hi,
you, Izzy.
Izzy.
Okay,
All
so
right.
that's what we're doing. We're doing a simple salad on the side. What is that? Peppers?
Sweet peppers.
Yummy.
You like that? I have, I don't know.
50-50 blend. Yeah, I want that. Do you
You like
have
that one? And I have kale. I have an Asiago kale
Yep.
chop kit.
That
I
love
be
that.
good.
So here's what I would like your meal to be. And you can deny this, but I think this is it. Okay, you ready for it?
I'm pulling them all out.
All right, so your chicken is thin. Your broccoli is all chopped up into almost not a paste, but like it's really chopped up. And then your cheese is on, and then you roll it. So you put the broccoli and the cheese on the chicken on one side a little bit, roll it up, and now you bake them until the chicken is done.
And what do I bake it at?
Usually what, 350 for, how long do you cook chicken? 20 minutes?
20 minutes, yeah. That seems about right.
Okay. So, okay, chicken. Then it's, that's so delicious. It's looking good. And then all that it's served on the side with a little salad, a little pasta, and a wine.
What kind of pasta? I have a million different types.
Here's what I say.
Show you. I've got every one.
If you have chicken, okay, so there's two answers to this question. If you have chicken, that's already a protein, so you could use regular pasta. You don't have to use like the chickpea pasta if you don't want.
Okay, so just like a spaghetti.
If your daughter is wanting to eat this meal, because I saw, do you have banza in there? The chickpea pasta?
Do I?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah, did I see it?
Oh,
no.
I've just bought chickpeas so recently because I thought I would try to experiment with those.
Yeah.
I don't know where they are. Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so it could be any of that, but I like long. For me, if I was cutting up the chicken, I'd want it to be like long noodles, I feel.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm excited, but I have one question. So when I'm making, and they're going to be thinner, do I not cook them as long if the chicken's thinner? And then also, do I put the cheese inside them while it's baking the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll it tight, and it'll be ooey, and kind of bake on there. So then you'll be putting it on, and it'll be delicious. And here's the other thing. You could always just Google stuffed chicken, and it'll say, pound it out, put your fillings in, roll it up, bake it, but the fun thing is it's just a little bit different way to have, it's a little more, I feel like it seems upscale.
Yeah, it does. But now here's the important question, John. What wine do I pair with it?
Okay, here's the thing. Which one do you have open? Let's go for it.
Pretty much all of them. No, actually, I got to show you what I have. You want to talk about my favorite accessory in the kitchen?
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen this? Have you seen the Coravin?
Yes, I have seen it. And I do think for people who have nice wines, that makes a lot of sense.
So basically what it does, I swear I sell this to people. You put it in, it acts as like a syringe and it pulls it out so you don't have to uncork it. So you can pull out those good wine bottles. But this is the joke. I used to do that, but now that quarantines happen, they don't stay as long around here. So it's kind of pointless.
You've been finishing them. Yeah, so.
Yeah. But I have this one. You want to see my wine I have?
That. Yes.
I have Whispering Angels, which is a nice rosé.
Nice.
Or I have a Kendall Jackson, which was like cheap, but it's good.
This is how I judge my wine. What's the temperature outside?
I know.
I do temperature outside. Everybody's like, oh, how do you pair food with wine? I'm like, I don't know. If it's bright and sunny out, I'm going to drink rosé. And
that's
if it's
exactly
cold out,
what I
I'm
do.
drinking red.
That's me. Yeah, I'm not that picky.
It's the truth. Well, how do you feel? Do you feel good about your meal assignment from the Pantry Party show?
Yeah, I'm so excited because I bought the chicken and my husband's like, well, what are you going to do with it? I'm like, I have no idea. Because normally I'll just do I would just bake it, marinate it, and then put like a broccoli with it. But that's perfect. I'm going to totally try this tomorrow. I'll take a picture. I'm excited. This is so fun for me because, again, this is my new activity. I hope to start traveling again, but for now, and honestly, I think too, that we all just have to appreciate being home. But financially, it's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard to be excited when you're not getting a paycheck anymore. But at the same time, it is what it is.
Yep.
Right? What are you doing what are you doing these days? Where are you working? I should have asked you that. I'm so sorry.
Here's what I'm doing. The Pantry Party show.
Yeah.
Here we go. Too. This is what I'm up to, girl. Totally. But here's the truth.
Are you still with C Chicago?
Sadly, 3 seasons and then it got the kibosh. But
Okay.
what can you do? What can you do? Like you said,
One door closes, one door opens, Dawn.
Everything has its season. Everything has its season. So you experienced the Pantry Party show in its entirety.
Yay.
We talked about your magic. Here's another assignment. You have a food assignment of your stuffed chicken breast.
Okay.
But I really do feel like I'd like an article or something about this small town trips.
Oh, okay. Well, we're working on a blog now. In fact, we're just talking with Travel and Leisure about doing a couple more things about that too. But yeah, I'm working on it now. In fact, we have a whole, I'll have it out on my Trip Sisters. I think it might be up soon on my Trip Sisters account with my sister, tripsisters.com. But yeah, I am working on that. Yeah.
I think that's great. So yeah, that leads me to our final question is, if people want more, Katie Keough, where can they go to get all that you are?
Oh, you're so sweet. I don't know if they do, but if they wanted to, you can go to tripsisters.com. Follow us at the Trip Sisters. We'd love it. I get to travel with my sister, and I love it most days. Some days, but most days. But no, I love it. And yeah, just follow me, and I'll follow you back, and let's talk and have a conversation, because we're all here to support each other. And I just think that our community, that's the one thing I've learned, how kind everyone is. And I'm so excited to talk to you. And I think that at the end of the day, like, if you have a small business out there, please let me know. I would love to help promote it for you. I'd love to have people know about your business, because that's something we're going to be doing with the radio show. That should start up in a couple weeks, and that's going to be a whole new segment for us. It's all about supporting local.
Oh, I love you.
Yeah, we have to do that.
Love you so much. Thank you for being a wonderful guest on the Pantry Party show.
Oh, thank you, Dawn.
Let's stay connected, baby.
I'm going to give you a virtual hug.
Oh, I like that.
Virtual hug.
Bye, Katie.
Great talking to you. See ya.
That
Bye.
was another very successful episode of the Pantry Party Show with Katie Keough today. I'm your host at DJ Blattner. And what did we make? We made stuffed chicken with broccoli and Muenster cheese. I mean, we used what we had in her house. A little side salad, a little pasta, since her favorite food, her favorite cuisine is Italian. We tried to hit those marks and hit her cravings. And all will go down well, we know, with a glass of wine. So thanks for tuning in. We will be back tomorrow with another wonderful guest on the Pantry Party Show, where we're inspiring, interesting, new, fun things to make out of the pantry staples that you have. All right, sending you high immunity vibes, lots of big love, and also lots of kisses. Oh, wait, before I end, do you want to see my sign one more time? I mean, let's just see it. Woo! You'll see this again tomorrow with the theme song. Bye. Love you.